All right, guys. So if you did not know that today was Nutrition Talk, you are dumb and you don't read. So I'm just going to call it out, okay? We announced it 3 times, actually I think 4 times, and almost like every single day. But it's okay, it's your lucky day because you'll actually learn something that can probably apply to your life, okay? So today, we're going to be talking about flexible nutrition, hence the shirt, and that you guys are all here. Hopefully some of you are willing to come, other people it's just like,
so there's not a 5 o'clock? And it's going to be like 6 p.m. or can I work out inside?
No, not today, okay? So, today we're going to be talking about nutrition. We ran a 12-week seminar last time, and this one right here won the whole goddamn thing. Stand up, Daddy. Look how delicious she is. Woo! Take your day, no. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, so for today, we're going to be talking kind of like a macro, like big picture of what nutrition is, what you guys need to learn, and if you guys want to do a 12-week challenge, we'll enroll you in all of that, okay? So I've got a nice little slideshow. It probably looks better than it's gonna sound, but we're gonna play it super interactive so that you guys can at least learn. You guys are gonna be cooperating, you guys are gonna be participating, and that way it doesn't feel like it's just super regurgitated and you're just kind of falling asleep, okay? So, nutrition. When we start talking about it, the big thing that we need to know is that there is gonna be an endpoint to a diet. Okay? Or if you guys are doing a diet, how long is it going to last? What is your goal for? And what is the intent of why we are on a nutrition plan? Okay? So a little bit of an icebreaker here. I put together 8 things that I think is going to encompass every single reason why people fail on a diet. Real quick, raise your hand if you've ever been on a diet, try to lean out, try to get bigger or stronger or anything like that. Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, so we've all done it because we've all tried. We've all either failed. How many have failed at a diet? Okay, exactly. Okay. How many have succeeded on a diet? That's what I like to see too. Okay. So here are the common reasons why you either fail or you get on and off a diet. Okay. If this applies to you, go ahead, raise your hand. Number 1, you're uneducated on how food works. Okay. If you're like, I eat it, that's great, and I turn it into poop, that's not being educated about food. Do you know about protein? Do you know about carbs? Do you know about fats? Do you know about micronutrients? Do you know about things like that? Raise your hand again on that question if you know about food or if you don't know about food. If you know about it, raise your hand.
If you know about it?
Yeah. If you practice it, raise your hand. All right, not bad. So half and half. Number 2, you are all in or nothing. I'm either on a diet or fuck it. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Number 3, your habits are sabotaging you. Every time you go in the living room, or go past the kitchen, you grab a handful of goldfish. Okay. On Fridays, you get shit-faced. Yeah, on Saturdays, you get shit-faced. Okay, you don't know how to cook. Yeah, okay, it happens. All right.
I know how to cook.
You sleep bad.
Oh, right here.
Okay. You have stress.
Yeah.
Okay. The lies you tell yourself about being on a nutrition plan. As in like, I'm gonna eat better tomorrow. I'm gonna start on Monday. It's January 1st. Okay. You don't know how to cook or you don't know how to work with nutrition. Okay? And then you're not willing to be the black sheep. As in, I'm not gonna go out on Friday. I have to drink, otherwise I'm not cool. Okay? Or I'm not gonna bring my Tupperware to Thanksgiving because they're gonna make fun of me. Okay? Parties, I don't want to go because I don't want to bring stuff. Oh, I don't want to drink. If that's a problem, then those 8 things are a reason that sabotaging your nutrition or your goal or whatever that is. Okay? So that's a nice little icebreaker. Can anybody think of another reason other than your genetics on why you can't lose weight, get lean, build muscle, and or have another excuse? Okay, and I've covered that. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hand out some whiteboards. You guys are all used to this. And I'm going to hand out a marker. I want you guys to get with somebody super close to you, at least 3 or 4 people in a group. And I want you guys to write down 3 questions that you guys all have in common. Okay? So, you guys can write down. I'll just get a marker in a second. You guys, yeah. And then we're going to answer legitimately every one of these in the next 90 minutes. And then if you guys can, let's have everybody grab a marker. So with your group, go ahead, ask your questions.
Just random questions we have about the trip.
Hey, you got one hiding in the back.
He's not hiding, I see him.
Oh, yeah.
There's the whiteboard. There's just a marker.
Got it. All right, guys, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Go ahead, write down your top 3 questions that you guys want answered in this class, okay?
We'll put that as an item. Okay.
God, it's my bike.
One minute, guys.
George, you had a question? Huh?
I love that question. That's a great question.
She said it doesn't look like you eat pizza.
A lot of people say that.
She wrong.
She won't. She's got to add you to the story.
All right, everybody good? All right, I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna go ahead and grab your guys' whiteboards, and then I'm gonna announce every single question, and then from there, within hopefully the next 90 minutes, I'll answer everything for you guys. All right, delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's good. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put all these questions up. We're going to literally talk about each and every single one of them, and the way that you guys know that I'm not from the future, I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to scratch them all off. So, board number 1, why is it so complicated? Because you're uneducated. Bam, answer that one.
That was easy.
Okay, all right, perfect. How to measure food, we will go over that one. What are good carbs versus bad carbs? Okay, that's the question that we're going to leave up. I'm going to be working these off as we get to go. How to get leaner, great question. What are recipes that taste good? Don't worry about it. What do we do after a really bad weekend? That's a good one. One more time, what do we do after a really bad weekend? I'll help that one. And arms like Angela. More biceps. Okay, got it. That was nice. Good. All right. Holy shit, what serial killer wrote this? How to manage meals on a tight schedule. Okay, good one. How do you control lose fat and keep muscle mass? Great question. How does sleep really affect if anything is perfect? That's going to be really mind-blowing for you. Can you diet without measuring? Yes. Go on. Can you substitute alcohol calories for food calories? No. Want to know why? Because alcohol is, see, any kids in here? Okay, fucking poison. Literally. You know what alcohol is? It's yeast piss, as in urine. That's what alcohol is. So no.
So good.
What a dick, telling the truth. It's crazy. Okay.
The show's over now?
Yeah. How hands-on is this program? Spreadsheets, accountability. No spreadsheets unless you guys can go ahead and generate those. And then we will have all the accountability every single week. We're going to be doing weekly check-ins. And each and every single time you guys have availability to shoot me a text, give me a call, and we'll talk about all that other stuff on it. Okay? So when it comes to alcohol, you're literally poisoning yourself. That's how you're like, oh my god, I can't dance. Oh my god, this is such a great decision to do this. And then the next morning you feel like absolute shit and dog, like, just completely away. Like, do we really need any questions on alcohol? I get it, it's a legit question. But carbs, 4 calories per kcal, okay? Protein, 4 kcal carbs, or calories. Fat, 9. Alcohol, 7, okay? And out of those 4, only 3 of them help you. The fourth one literally subtracts everything from you, gives you cancer, gives you Alzheimer's, fucks up your sleep, gets you fatter. You're probably going to be uglier. You're going to age more. You're going to be sleep deprived. You're going to be stressed, and there's nothing that helps other than like that fun memory you had. Question?
If you remember.
If you recover. Yeah. So like that's just honest. So better sleep habits. Cool. Staying on track, and then I'm guessing this is what to avoid. Guess what I would say avoiding when you're on a nutrition challenge. Woo! Let's put cocaine on that list too, okay? Like, everybody get it? Like, that's what I'm saying, okay? Be some motivation. Nutrition is not that hard. Alright, what are our macros? Every single person is going to get sent a set of macros. When I find out everything from you guys, what your goals are, what nutrition means to you, and how you guys can work in a kitchen, I'll tell you what you guys' macros are, and I'm going to send that email to you guys after all of this, okay? Why don't I see results even if I follow a macro plan? Because your macros are off, or you're lying to actually what macros you're in, or you don't know how to measure macros. Does that make sense? Man, I'm good at this. This is great.
It's like you almost did this before.
Yeah, it's like I've done this before. Will we have food? Will we have to weigh our food for life? No. I haven't weighed my food in 4 years. Done. Okay. Can I eat carbs all day or all before noon? Okay, great question. How can I use food as fuel to perform better? Excellent question. Can we eat pizza and pasta? Hell yeah, I had bagel bites, a full deep dish pizza, and I've had pasta. No, I haven't had pasta. But yeah, you can eat all that and still have abs. Questions? George, get the camera ready. All right, guys, so those are the questions that I'm going to be knocking off as we start to go through. Is there anything else other than if you're confused about alcohol that you guys were confused about other than genuine nutrition? Okay, real quick question. If I were to ask anybody here what good nutrition is, what do you think they would say? So, Daddy, what is good nutrition?
Eating a well-balanced, healthy meal.
Okay, what is a well-balanced, healthy meal? Wrong. It can depend on every single person. Okay, and also
Good person.
yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, in a real meal though, what would you put on the plate?
Protein, some carbs, some fats, fish, balance, protein.
Okay, specifically, what are good things that you put on the plate? Like what foods are going to be on the plate? Chicken, sweet potatoes, vegetables. Ooh, vegetables. Oh, that's weird. You guys know how to cook those? If not, that's why you should be in this class. Okay? Everybody, if I were to even ask a 7-year-old, what is good nutrition? They wouldn't say corn dogs, fast food, chicken nuggets. Super simple. Eat real fucking food. Okay? Eat real food with high protein. Eat vegetables, things that grow from the ground, things that grow from the plant, things that we hunt, things that we can obviously get from the grocery store. Stay on the outer perimeter of aisles. The more junk and processed food you eat, you're going to get destroyed. I'm sorry. And one thing that you're going to realize, if you've been in here for over a year, raise your hand. This gym, over a year. Okay. If you've been in this gym and you worked out at least twice to 3 times a week for a year, raise your hand. Okay. If you haven't lost weight, you've stayed the exact same size, you haven't gotten stronger, faster, or leaner, raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. So if that happens, if we're going to the gym every single time is different from me than it is from you, than it is from the person you're sitting next to, what's wrong? So nutrition is a third of the protocol. Okay. The first one is going to be how much activity do you actually do? Okay. Calories in versus calories out is the most simple equation of this entire thing. If you burn more than you eat, you will lose weight, even on cookies, pizza, bagel bites, pasta, even alcohol, but that's not gonna help you build muscle. We'll get back to that, okay? If you are gaining weight, not getting stronger, and you're doing everything, you are either messing up the other two. So, exercising is one, stress is the second one, third is your sleep, okay? Or your recovery of all that stuff. 33%, let's just give that a broad number, is gonna be how much you work out, how much you move, how much you sweat, how much your body in general will burn. The other is going to be what you consume. The other one is how you recover to stress and sleep. Any questions on that? So, for everybody's well-being, we all know that vegetables are good, we all know that protein's good, we all know that chicken's good, we all know that all that stuff's good. why do we continue to eat or drink what else is bad?
Does it taste good?
Does it taste better than real food if you stop eating what tastes good? Exactly. The reason that it tastes good is because it's genetically modified to make you think that it's better than what protein tastes like, that chicken tastes like, that somebody who cooks you something good tastes like. You can't tell me that a fluffernutter full of Nutella and like whatever the hell else it is tastes better than a steak with real avocado, with asparagus, with oil from a very good restaurant. Would everybody agree with that? Okay, so you are tricking your taste buds genetically by taking easy options that are really quick to make or to grab or to like buy. Does that make sense? Okay, super simple. So you guys all know what nutrition is. You simply are either running away from the problem because you don't know how to cook. I lost the remote again. That's why it goes in the bucket. Or because you don't know how to cook, your sleep is bad, your stress is bad, you don't know what recipes are going, or you're uneducated on food in general. So I just fixed every single problem that you guys have ever had. Now we're going to get a little bit deeper into it. Okay. One thing that's super different, we talked about this last seminar. The difference between goals and the reason that I don't work with goals, I work with systems, is because goals are not what leads to success. Okay? When you think about goals, you leave a win or lose mindset at the end of it. If you reach your goal, you're happy and you're cool. Okay? If you don't reach your goal, you're a piece of shit and your mom doesn't like you and neither does your kids and your husband doesn't like you and your wife thinks that you're ugly. Really bad. There's no gray area in between that, right? The other thing is, you gotta make common sense common practice. So, you guys all know that eating vegetables is better than alcohol. Eating chicken is better than a fluffernutter. That Nutella isn't as good as an apple, okay? Yet we still do that because you're not putting common sense into common practice. Does that make sense? Cool. Okay. So the other thing about goals that's really interesting is they don't do anything. If you guys think about moving towards something, this is a really good quote I saw. The first step towards getting to your goal is to decide that you're not going to stay where you are. Okay? If I continue to do the same thing that I'm doing right now, why would anything else change? That is literally the definition of being crazy. Crazy does not mean that you're a lunatic. It means that you do the exact same thing, hoping for a different result. Okay? If 2 plus 2 is 4, if I put the other 2 where the other 2 goes, it's still 4. Okay? If I do 2 plus 2 a third time, it's still 4. Okay? If I ask Ian, what's 2 plus 2? It's still 4. Okay? So if you eat, drink, don't exercise, like don't do anything, do drugs, don't sleep, have a lot of stress, you're not fixing the problem, so you're going to be in the exact same spot every time. If you don't change, you will not change. Does that make sense? Okay. The other reason why goals don't make sense is anybody watch any of the Olympics? Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics, any of the Olympics. Do you think that any Olympian that has made it doesn't have a goal to win gold? You think these people have spent their entire life obtaining one goal that they're there, and their goal is what separates them from winning? No. So the goal does nothing in order to help you. It's the systems that you have and that you implement that are going to actually change. So now we know that goals, one, will either leave you with a win or lose, or goals don't actually separate and do anything for you. Everybody clear on that one? Okay, cool. So here's some steps that are going to help you guys to that. The next step is, again, not focusing on goals, but working on the systems. Making everything common practice that you actually know what to do instead of just saying, I'm going to do this better, okay? Step 1, focus on commitment, not motivation. You can interchange that with discipline because I'm not motivated to work out every day. I know that's a surprise, but I'm not. Today I didn't work out. Why? Because I just didn't have the motivation, but I have commitment to always being fit because my body is my business card to you guys, and also I actually just generally like it. If you guys only work on motivation, you'll only be on a diet December 31st, like March 5th, and then all of a sudden you're like, you see a bikini ad, or you see like a Jack Rich Froning doing something, so you might work out like 4 times a year, okay? If you guys are disciplined though, you'll say every Monday at 5 p.m., when I get off of work, I drive past the gym, I should probably go to the gym, okay? And each and every single time, now you're not let down by Rich Froning's abs, or Tia Claire Toomey, or my brother's coming to town, or I have a beach trip in Aruba. You will make sure that you are disciplined at all times, not just motivation. Because motivation goes away super simple. Sometimes McFlurry tastes really good to me too. So it's It's not that I don't like McFlurries, it's just that I know it's going to impede the results that I'm